Welcome to Skully's Longbox, where today we're covering the new 52 Origin of Cyborg. The story of Cyborg starts with a young high school football star named Victor Stone. Victor was an amazing athlete, so much so that his nickname was Victory Vic. He was not just good at football, he really had a love for the game. This is what led to most of his problems. You see, Victor's dad hates the fact that Victor would rather play a silly sport like football and apply himself more in his studies. This conflict of interest led to many fights between the two of them. This had the same effect on Victor as it does for most teens, so he would often act out and go to parties mostly out of spite, which would work out about how you would expect. It would lead to more fights and more hurt feelings. Victor did not feel like his dad cared about his interest. Victor's dad would just point at the TV where Superman was on the news for rescuing some people and would tell him being good and strong in physical things like sports doesn't mean much or look very impressive compared to people like Superman. Shortly after that fight, Victor was informed about receiving 5 full-ride scholarships to different schools if he would come play football for them. The downside is that he was not 18 yet, so his dad would have to sign the papers for him, which, as you can imagine, led to another fight. Victor felt like his father was trying to ruin his life and told him that his mother would have supported him in his interests. His father just told him that he was so smart and he felt like he was wasting his potential after all the hard work and everything that his father had to give up to get them to the point that they're at after Victor's mother died. This would be the last time the two of them would talk for some time. Victor soon turned 18 and moved in with some friends while he was waiting to go to school in the fall. After some time had passed, Victor's dad was able to convince Victor to come visit him so they could try to catch up and make amends. No sooner than Victor had arrived, a boom tube opened in the middle of Star Labs and parademons started pouring out, making sure everyone knew of Darkseid's arrival. As the demons poured out of the boom tube, energy ripped through the lab, and one of those powerful arcs strikes Victor, destroying a large part of his body. His father runs to him, only to find that the energy is slowly eating what's left of his body. His father makes a tough decision, but decides to build his son a new body using the most advanced technology that they had, some human and some alien. With Victor's new body and the help of the rest of the Justice League, he was able to send Darkseid and the invading parademons back to Apocalypse. And with the help of his dad, he would soon be able to master his new body and be able to start rebuilding his relationship with his biggest fan. Cyborg's real name is Victor Stone. His dad is Silas Stone. His mother, Eleanor Stone. His equipment is his whole body, which the majority of has been replaced with advanced prosthetics, giving him superhuman strength, flight, the ability to link with any piece of technology, which allows him to keep an eye on most things in the world by looking through cameras and the use of the internet, or just by hacking into someone's cell phone. He also has heightened senses and built-in weaponry. These abilities mixed with his genius-level intellect make him a force to be reckoned with. Because of him being fused with some technology from Apocalypse, he also has the ability to use boom tubes, which if he could master their use would allow him to teleport to any location in any dimension. Cyborg is a founding member of the Justice League and runs most of their operations from the Watchtower. Cyborg does not have many enemies of his own other than the Grid, who is Cyborg's old parts which gain sentience and rip themselves free of him. Batman was able to save Cyborg, and after he got his new body, he came back and beat the Grid. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.